Alright guys, so right now I have Big Red out to help me do some testing in this area, and more testing here. I had the Bronco out in the morning. I didn't record that run, but this area and this area works fine. This area needed more work, so I took some more flat brick, broke them up, and embedded them into the side of this hill with some rocks. So there's going to be some loose rocks, but at least there is hopefully some edges of these broken brick slabs to help catch. But that pit right there needs to have some rocks moved on top. But I'll see. I'm gonna test it out for now. So Big Red's coming. We got the Bronco over there. And Big Red, I mean the Jeep Wrangler. So the heaviest car is now going to test this. She comes in right around 9 pounds, I think 3 ounces. The good thing is a lot of this weight is going to get removed, because I am going to be removing that winch. It's broken. I'm going to probably switch it to a servo winch. And then that battery that's powering that winch is going to come out. So that's some of the weight that's going to be removed. Let me just go grab that gate. We're not scoring gate points right now, so this is really just a test. Test the feasibility of these new modifications. So let me just get back over here. And these little dig and four-wheel drive, four-wheel steering area, I'm gonna have to modify it very shortly because I got that big project coming, and I need more clearance. So we'll see how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so this is Big Red's first time on this. Let's take a look. And look at all that brass on Big Red. Love watching the flex on the Jeep. As you can tell, the body stays pretty level. Doesn't look like it can flex much because it's pretty much bottoming out on the shocks, but okay, so that's easy peasy for this car. So this area also kind of got a fresh layer of 3/4 inch gravel. So there is some loose gravel on top. Okay, so that's good. Now we're gonna go test the pit. And I'm gonna walk over to this side before we get in there. So give me a second. Make sure I don't kick anything coming over to the pit. All right. So we'll get a angle from here. Okay, there we go. Not a good line. I'm going to just kind of back that up, get a better line for something to bite onto. There we go. Come on, it's almost there. I just need to snag that piece right there. Still too much loose gravel. There we go. Okay, there we go. So some of that loose gravel got peeled away right here, which is good, which exposes more of the brick right here now for more of the vehicle to ride onto. And I have to do this because my sister's dog keeps digging up that hole to the point where it's not really climbable. So I have to put the layer down. I don't mind her digging in the yard, but just not onto the course area. And I guess she figures since I already started the hole, she's gonna help me continue to dig the hole. And yes, she can put chemicals and stuff out here, but quite frankly, my family doesn't really believe in using non-organic chemicals on dogs, so it is what it is, but we gotta abide by the rest of the family's wishes, right? Alright, so this board I realized was still insufficient earlier. I had to re-raise it to just kind of even out and fix it so that it doesn't droop badly. That's why the Bronco was struggling, but I tested in the morning with the Bronco again after reinforcing that side again, and also kind of putting a couple of long nails into the dirt as well, just to make sure that thing doesn't move around. But it seems to be working again, which is good. Watch the muddy tire not to slip off. There we go. Okay, that's good. So far so good. Ooh, gross. Good thing she has a fat ass. Brought her right back down. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do a reverse on this side and see how the climb up is. So this car does have portal axles, so the clearance area on these rocks are going to be slightly different, so I'm going to take a different approach versus the Bronco and the trail honcho. Okay, looks good. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do the pit one more time. Just to see how this climb is going to be. With the side of the bricks kind of exposed a little bit more now. So let's see. There we go. Okay, much better. Alright, so yeah. So far, I would like it to be a slightly more steep. I might possibly build that up, dig out some of the rocks in there, layer it a little bit higher. Sorry guys for shaking the hat a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking to do possibly. And then I'm already planned out the next area. Like I said, I wanted to create an elevated stair, like a circular stairway up with the maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet high, and then run over here, weight pressure a drawbridge over the zigzag area, and then down over here. So that's the next project I'm working on. Some of it's going to be all, what can I say, sturdy. Some of it's going to be more like a balance beam or a tightrope walk. So I'm still working out the details on that and how much material I need to go in between to support that. So hopefully I'll have that done in maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, so I'm still in the planning stages. Material wise, I've already started to acquire some of them, but the rest of it is still in the planning stages before I buy the rest of the material. I'll have the Bronco run this now just to test it and see how it goes. Alright guys, so now I have the Bronco over here while I have the Jeep waiting there for a Kodak moment. But here, so this is the Bronco coming over this rock, new elevator rock, or boulder climb, sorry. I kind of wanted to name this because I'm using slabs, brick slabs, example, that kind of brick slab, maybe some smaller ones underneath. And these were originally used for a ramp that we have in the rail, the staircase back to get to the backyard for my dog that passed away. Since I'm reusing these bricks, I kind of wanted to name this obstacle in loving memory of Ham. His name is CJ, which is Cody Jr. Originally, I just called this the boulder climb area, obstacle boulder climb. If you guys got any fitting names that you can possibly think of, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys. Right here, this is the climb. This car does not have portal axles, it's just straight axle, but as you can see, it still does pretty well. This car, look at those treads, those are the Proline trenchers. This is the GA compound. It's not caked up in mud yet because I didn't really run it yet. It's been cleaned, but after the run earlier. Okay, so as you can see, that one is no problems. Let's get her over to the newly embedded brick rock slide here. Let's see how it does. Okay, so as you can see, the embedded brick does stick out. I wish I had. I'm probably going to try to add more dirt, so less of the brick is exposed, but still some exposed. And remove some of that rock in there because there's too much rock in there, so that climb doesn't seem as aggressive as I would like it, but it works now. Let's see how it does in reverse, and then so there's definitely something for the tires to bite onto now. Let's see. Alright. Bronco seems to be doing okay now with the new inherited EcoPower 120T, which is what that car is also running. The Riff runs it, but the Riff is just recently broken because, well, I took it out, ran it really high, hit a curb. But the Trail Honcho just got the Reefs RC 420 HDs. I guess V2 version 2. So this car, you see how everything's elevated still. Even though it's a 90mm shocks, it is already lower than the original out of the box shocks. But see how it rides up pretty high in the shock area right there. I am thinking about running a juke setup since the juke setup has been relatively successful on the Trail Honcho. I did want to explore angling my shocks, but I do have to remove the wheel well if I wanted to do that, which is something I'm not ready to do because I like the hard body. Part of the reason why I spend more money on these two covers is the hard body, versus a Lexan. So I kind of want that. I'm not going comp with it, so that's how it goes.